Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be trying a new brand. So I got a PR box from Guide Beauty with a little bit of everything they sell, and I'm very excited to try this. So if you don't know, this is a brand whose entire ethos and mission is to make makeup and makeup tools that are mobility and accessibility friendly. And I think that is a really interesting perspective and a really important perspective to have in something needed in the makeup community. So I'm really excited to try this out. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I'm a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a definite soft spot for indie makeup and high-end makeup. And I tend to take a pretty analytical approach to my content, my reviews, be it something new or something that I already have in my collection. And I just try really hard to make analytical, thoughtful content. And I have new videos every week, so I'd love to have you subscribe. Okay, so the sun is coming in and out of the clouds, and I film in front of my window, so the lighting might change a little bit. I can't really do anything about that, but we're just gonna go. So I actually reached out to Guide Beauty because I'd heard of them, I'd seen people talk about them. I know they're sold on their website and QVC, something like that as well. But I really like their mission statement of making products that are good for people with mobility issues. And I have a lot of people in my life who have disabilities in some way or another, some of them with dexterity issues. Even my partner, he doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but he has trouble pinch gripping things. He can't use chopsticks anymore because of his neuropathy. So I have multiple relatives with MS and things like that. So I thought this was a really important thing, an important brand to exist. So I actually reached out to the brand via the program, what is the word? The app that I make my affiliate links in. You can, if there's partners in there, you can talk to brands. So I reached out and said, hey, I think your mission is really important and I'd love to try a couple products if that's okay. And they were like, yes, of course, we'll send you something. And they sent me a very large box of stuff. So, they sent me even some things that I will probably be giving away because they're not the right shade. They sent me their mascara, which is the lash wrap. And then they sent me the brow products, which comes in 3 colors, light, medium, and dark. And based on looking at pictures online, I think I might be dark. So I will be giving these away. So I'm not gonna open those. And then they sent me this cute little bag to store everything in. And then I got the guide wand, which is the thing that I've seen most online, which is to help you put eyeliner on, which this comes with an eyeliner. So they sent me the eyeliner. This is it, I already took it out. And then this also has, when you buy the eyeliner, it comes with replacement tips for the guide wand or the applicator, which I think is really cool. And then they sent me their little brush set. So this is the Easy on the Eyes brush collection. It is 3 eye brushes. So we're gonna try those out. I'm gonna see how they compare to the brushes I normally use and just see how they work with their special, patented, handle. Also, one of the brushes out of this is a fan brush for highlighter or something. I don't like a fan brush, but I do think this is really cool. So I will probably be giving that away as well. I won't use that, but I will use the eye brushes. So I am really excited to try this out. I did already do some complexion products because this is all more eye and brow focused. So I'm wearing my Givenchy concealer just around here. And that's it. I didn't shave today because I shaved kind of late in the day yesterday. So this is looking a little rough, but whatever. So I did a little bit of my Givenchy concealer into the eyes, a little blush and bronzer from one of my Hourglass palettes. And that's it. So I'm gonna do brows, eyes, and mascara on camera with y'all. Also, before I really get into everything, I did want to say that not only do I think the brand mission is really important, I was interested in this from a biomechanics standpoint. So if you are new here, I am a biomechanics. I am also a paleoanthropologist. So my work has been studying human evolution, studying fossils and bones and anatomy, but I use that in a biomechanics way. So I use biomechanics to study that. So I look at how anatomy anatomy of movement. So a lot of my work in the past has been, and my research has been on how humans walk, how other apes walk and move, and how we can use that to understand how extinct animals in our big family tree walked and moved, and how we transitioned from quadrupeds to bipeds. But with that being, I also have a general biomechanics background. So I think from a biomechanics standpoint, their handles and mechanisms for things like the brushes is really interesting and really unique. So with that little disclaimer out of the way, let's get into trying things. So this is the brush set. I already took the plastic. Each one had a little plastic thing off them, and I took those off so I could like look at the shapes. So you've got a blending brush, a like packing brush, and like a little pencil brush. So all your standards, which is great. The eyeshadow palette they have, I think, is 6 shades and is like a nice neutral palette. So we'll try that out today. And then there's the mascara, the brow, and the eyeliner. So I already opened the eyeliner, and I have tried the eyeliner already. And this is the, what is it? The guide wand. So precision tip eyeliner applicator. So this is it. This is the handle. This is the component. So these are the little tips that you get replacements of with the eyeliner. So nice big handle, plastic, feels lightweight. So you have a place to put your finger, and then you're supposed to be able to just draw on your eyeliner, either just here or as a wing. I have tried this with theirs and one of my melt eyeliners, worked with both formulas. So we'll try that again today. So if like you wanted colorful eyeliners or you owned other ones, you could still use this with other brands. I did use that already. Oh, and then on my lips, I'm just wearing my Lisa Aldridge lip gloss. This is the palette. I don't remember how much the palette retails for the brushes. I'll have everything in the description box. I do know that the brow thing is like $26. I think the mascara is around the same price. I don't remember, I think this was around $30. I think there's like a set for 30 something where you get both or something, but I'll have everything in the description box. Also, they did say they will give me a discount code for my audience. It'll be good for 1 week, so I'm making sure I'm pre-filming this a little bit so that I have the exact date in mind, but from when this video goes live for a week, there will be a discount code. I'll have it here on the screen, and I'll have it in the description box, so if you are interested, you can use that discount code. This is the palette. I really like the packaging. It's simple, but really effective and pretty. You know, I like geometric sizes. It says it is PETA, cruelty-free and vegan, 6 grams, so a gram per shadow, 24 months shelf life, made in the US, pressed and assembled in China. And then this is the palette. So you've got one matte brown and then a bunch of shimmers. A couple of them look a little more satin, like this green one, which I'll probably use, and this like taupey brown. And then these ones up here look a little more sparkly, but not like indie sparkly, but they look really pretty. This is a really cute little palette. Okay, so I'm gonna start with brows, and then we'll move on to eyes. So this is the Brow Moment One Stop Fill Shape and Set Brow Gel. Again, 9 months shelf life, cruelty-free, all of that. Let's see, I'm gonna open the shade Dark, because I think the medium looked a little like kind of blonde, like light brown. And I have some light brown and blonde hair in my brows, but like I have pretty dark hair overall. So let's try Dark. I'm not very good at opening things. So like I said, this is the Brow Moment product. It's the same component as the brushes, and I think the mascara. And then you unscrew, so you've got a big handle here to unscrew, and then here is the wand. That does look really dark, but I think that'll work. That looks about the same as the one I have from Milk. And if it's too dark, then I'll start using the medium. But let's try this out. It is small, which I actually really prefer a small brow thing than a large one, because then you can do the edges evenly. So let's fill this in. So right now I have nothing in my brows. This is just my natural brow hair. And so that is pretty dark, but it does match my hair pretty well. I might try the medium as well and just give away the light one because I know I'm not that color. This is really easy to use. I am instinctively putting my thumb here to kind of stabilize it. I don't know if that's part of the design. It does have like an indent right here. It's smooth and flat. So I think so. Helps you, you know, instead of pinch gripping, like using a brush and pinching. Pinch grip is a specific thing that a lot of people struggle with and is a very human only way of grabbing things. It does add a little bit of stability. Like I can hold it just like this, but I'm pretty sure I meant to hold it like that. And it kind of intuitively, once you get this on your hand, my hand just kind of does this. So it didn't look this dark online, so that is a complaint I have. They don't have enough pictures online to really show you what the colors are. This looks very dark brown, almost black. So I will probably try the medium as well. But it was kind of hard. I looked online to see like which one should I use, but I think I can get away with this. I think it matches my hair up here pretty well. And it works really well. It's brushing them in, it's filling them, it's, you know, making them darker. So we'll see how it feels after it fully dries, if it's crunchy, if it holds them up. But for a natural brow, that worked really well. So if you are someone that, you know, has a hard time with like little brow tints, like the Kosas one is really small, the Milk one is pretty small. If that's hard for you, I think this could be a really good option. The formula feels nice. And looking at them, it looks natural. I need to trim up some extra hairs right here. But yeah, this is a really nice natural look. It added a little bit of fluff. It dark tinted them. I think that's a pretty nice brow gel. So now let's try the brushes and the palette. So even if you know, don't want this palette and you want something like more colorful, like you like, you know, sparkly indie shadows or something, I think the biggest thing here is the brushes and the actual handles of things, but we might as well try it with their palette. So I'm gonna put down some eye primer. I use eye primer with everything because I have oily eyelids. So I'm gonna tap that out and then we'll try this out. I think I will use their brushes on one eye first and then maybe try my regular brushes on the other just so I can see how they work in comparison. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the fluffy brush and this is the one in the middle and we'll give this a try. So I'm gonna go into that matte brown, that's shade 4. It's kind of weird to use such a small brush, but picked it up nicely. Tap off. Let's put that through. So again, holding it like this is actually pretty intuitive. And this is a nice, you know, mid-tone warm brown. Not overly pigmented. So the eyeshadow is performing well. It's blending out. Brush is working well. It's not the softest brush I've used. It's not, but I also use mostly Japanese, you know, natural hair brushes, and this is synthetic as far as I know. And I do notice that, you know, synthetic brushes are always a little less soft. But it's not like harsh, it's not stabbing me. I've used brushes that feel rough on the eyes. This feels fine. It's just not as soft as like my Sonia G brushes or something. Okay, that worked well. I think it's a good transition shade for someone, because it builds up, it's a good transition shade for someone lighter than me to maybe like tan. I wouldn't say it's the most friendly for someone with a dark skin tone, the palette at least, but you could at least try the brushes if you needed. So I'm just gonna grab a fluffy brush. This is a rougher 15, so this is a natural hair brush. I'm gonna pick up, I just wanna see how the shadows perform with what I would normally use. And yeah, they work well. They are a softer formula and more of a buildable formula, which I think a lot of people prefer outside of the, you know, YouTube community, because it makes it easy for all skill levels. It makes it easy for, you know, subtle work appropriate looks, quote unquote. Okay. Yeah, I think that is a nice warm brown. Okay, I want to try, let's try the pencil brush, and we'll go into this like light champagne. So like a rounded pencil. And I'm gonna put that on the inner corner. That's really pretty. Yeah, that's really pretty. I would say, yeah, it's just like a nice standard metallic shade, which I enjoy. And it definitely builds up to be pretty shiny. You can probably use this as a highlighter. Let's see, up here. There's a little bit of a peachiness to the champagne, which is nice. Now, I normally use a flatter brush than this for shimmers. I'll grab it for comparison. So this one's dirty because I used it yesterday, but this is what I normally use for shimmers because it's really flat and I get less fallout with such a flat brush. The benefit of something like this, especially with a standard creamy metallic, is you can kind of blend the edges with it, which is nice. So this is kind of a mauvey tone. This is kind of a rose gold, ready to shown. I like this satin kind of gray taupe, but I really want to use the green. It's, you know, my favorite. Green and blue are my favorite. So picks up nicely. Let's put it out here. Yeah, this works. Yeah, this brush works really well. I wouldn't use this fluffy of a brush with a super sparkly metallic, like, you know, like a Pat McGrath special shade or something. I would use my finger with that still. Okay, yeah, that's really nice. Kind of standard, smooth, metallic, a little bit of a gold sheen to it. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, let me do that to the other eye real quick. And this one feels even softer than the other ones. So this one, I think, just based on the shape, feels a little softer than the blending brush. And you can see the shape works well to kind of like blend it into the other shade. So this is a first impression, obviously, but these are working really nicely. And it's really easy to switch between the two, them, grab it. And my hands are already kind of becoming accustomed to holding them. Okay, and then just to make sure it's all nice and smooth, went back in with the fluffy brush. I can take that same champagne shade again and kind of go onto the inner part of the lid. Okay, yeah, that's really nice. You could probably also use this brush with the matte. I would need to wipe it off. But you could probably use this with the matte because it's got kind of a flat tip. What I would do is use that with the matte to then brush under here. So I would do that first before you do the metallic, unless you want to wipe off the brush between, but yeah, that worked well. They're really soft, and I think the design is, like, you can use it here, you can use it here. It's really easy to use. Okay, so let's try the eyeliner and the mascara. So this is the Guide Wand and Precision Tip. So they say to dip it into the cream eyeliner, coat both sides, and then run it on your lash line. So this is their eyeliner in black. I like the packaging. I like that it's kind of a rounded triangle on both sides, but they're offset from each other, so it's easy to grab and twist. You can see I've already dipped into it. It is a very dense eyeliner. And then you've got a spot here to put your finger. And here you're gonna see it's kind of a cream putty kind of texture. I don't wear wing eyeliner very often, so I don't know if I'll do one, but I do wanna, you know, at least define my lash line. This is really easy. So even if you don't have mobility issues, I think this could be really good for people who have a hard time with eyeliner. Because I know a lot of people have a hard time with even gel eyeliners and like an eyeliner brush. This is rubber and very soft. I can kind of get all the way in there. Oh, I think I just got, okay, that's fine. There, I can do like a little baby wing. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of wings on myself, but that works really well. Okay. Let's do the other side. You don't need very much, so this is gonna last a very long time. Okay, yeah, I'm not as good on this side. This is not the tool's fault, this is my fault. Okay, looking straight ahead, baby wing. I think I picked up too much product. Okay, let me fix that real quick. And this is why I always keep my concealer brush with concealer left over on standby. Okay. They are not the same wing, but I don't care. That is part of why I never wear wings. I normally just do a tight line or like just a stripe across my lid. But creating the wing on this side was easy. It's more about symmetry. Symmetry is something I struggle with. Also, my eyes are different shapes, so that doesn't help. Just like most people. Okay, they're not perfect, but I don't care. I'm just gonna watch a movie with my best friend after this, so whatever. Okay, now let's try the lash wrap. Okay, so the lash wrap. I think this also retails for like $26. Not the cheapest mascara, but like mid-range, pretty average pricing. And especially for such a custom component, I think it makes sense. So I'm gonna curl my lashes with my rougher curler and then try out the mascara. Okay, lashes are curled. This unrolls just like the brow product. And then there's the wand. It's just kind of a twisty brush. And then this is, you know, the part that actually holds the mascara. So let's try this out. Very instinctual. I often don't like a brand new mascara, so this is also gonna be weird. I find they work better when they've had time to dry out a little bit. I think I have too much product on the wand. Yeah, I just scraped off some excess product. Okay, this is not my favorite mascara. The wand is fine. I'm also very particular about my mascara, so let's try this side. And even going off to the other side, I think it works really well. Adding a lot of volume to my lashes, which is not something I love because I have really thick lashes to begin with. I like more separation and lift. So this isn't necessarily a bad formula, just not a formula for me. Because my lashes are like definitely getting thicker and clumping together a little bit. Okay, so component-wise, nice. Formula-wise, not my favorite. Let me see what it says. Lash wrap, volumizing, smudge-proof tubing mascara. So it is a tubing mascara if you like those. I don't like a volumizing mascara. I I like a little bit of volume, but I don't like most things that call themselves a volumizing mascara. So that's, you know, that's just that. That has nothing to do with it being a bad formula. Like a lot of the, like I know everyone was losing their mind over the L'Oreal mascara or something like last year, and I tried it. Was that last year? Maybe it was the one that was viral on TikTok. I tried it, I hated it. I hate the Rare Beauty mascara too. It's too volumizing. It just makes my thick lashes clump together. So that's a me thing. But it did add some lift. It did add, it seems to be holding the curl on this side. This one had already fallen. My lower lashes, my bottom lashes look really nice. And the component was easy to use, which is the big thing. The big thing for this brand is the handles and components. The brow gel's nice. I will keep using that. I might try the medium as well, but we'll see. But I think it worked well. It's dried. They don't feel crunchy, but they do feel like they have some hold. It's not rubbing off on my finger. Brow gel's nice. I think this is something that'll take me a little to get used to, you know. I just need to avoid doing wings. But I think it does, especially if you're one that likes wings and you're pretty good at it, maybe you are having trouble now because of mobility issues. I think the tool makes it easy. Like this side, doing this little wing was really easy. It was more about getting to match it on the side that I struggled with. And that's a me problem. But I think this tool is really innovative and really interesting. And the formula is nice. It's not transferring up here. It's, you know, just a nice matte black. It's not as creamy as the Melt one. I would say it's a little more in line with the Liesel, like a standard, you know, gel eyeliner. So I will definitely still continue using those. The brushes are nice. I don't personally need this, but I am happy to have used them, and I probably will still use them for a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna wash them and give them to a friend that actually needs these kind of brushes. Because I do know some people I could give that to, especially the fan brush. And then the last thing, the eyeshadow palette, kind of a neutral, basic, everyday palette, but really pretty, worked well. I have no complaints for this. I wish it had maybe a darker matte, but that's just a me thing. Slash, I like a little bit of, you know, contrast. That's not just a wing. And also I think for darker skin tones, having like another brown, like a darker, more chocolatey brown would be helpful. But for, you know, this little palette, it worked well. The formula's not bad. And then the mascara, the wand, putting it on, actually really easy. I think putting it on this side was even easier because of this. Like versus a normal, like this is obviously my eye primer, but a normal round one where you're holding it like this with your whole hand. I think applying to my non-dominant side was actually easier than most other mascaras. I just don't like a volumizing mascara, so this is just not a formula for me. But if you like that, I think this is a really nice, unique component that could be really helpful for people. So overall, I think the quality is really nice on everything. And I think the functionality of these handles is really intuitive. And I think for people who need this, this is gonna be a game changer. And I think that's really important and why I wanted to try them in the first place. So I am very pleased with the design of these. I think this is gonna be a universally easy to use thing if you struggle with holding brushes or mascara or whatever. I think from a mobility, accessibility, dexterity standpoint, this is great. So yeah, I'm very thankful that Guide Beauty sent me this, and also very grateful that they're offering me a week-long discount code for my audience. So if you are interested in these, like I said, I'll have it on the screen here and in the description box. Good for a week. And yeah, I recommend checking them out. I think it's really, I like that we're at a point in the beauty space where these kind of brands are coming about. I think it started with people being like, hey, brands don't make components for my complexion because I have dark skin or this, you know, or something. And you start seeing people make more products for those skin tones. And now you're starting to see a range of diversity and thought on like disabilities and how lots of, like, the beauty community is a wide, diverse space. And I think having all of these brands, having brands appear to or develop to fill these niches, I think is really great. So let me know what you think in the comments. What you think of the brand, what you think of the products, all of that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.